Directions for questions 16 to 20. A teacher has agreed to give lessons to 7 students F, G, H, I, J, K, and L. For this purpose, he has set aside an hour each weekday from Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday means 5 days. The weekly schedule of lessons must meet the following conditions. Each student must be scheduled for exactly one of the 5 days. Exactly 2 of the lessons must be joint lessons for 2 students. But those 2 joint lessons cannot be on consecutive days. So on 2 days there will be 2 people each. And they cannot be on consecutive days. So in between there should be 1 or 2 days gap. F's lesson must be conducted before G's lesson. So F has to be before G. H cannot be a part of a joint lesson. So H is in 2, that is not allowed. I's lesson must be on a day immediately before the day of J's lesson. So I and J in this order. So we have got all the conditions. Let's start now. Which of the following is an acceptable weekly schedule of lessons? One rule is that the 2 joint sessions cannot be on consecutive days. So here they are in consecutive days. So this is not possible. So this can be eliminated. Let us look at the other rules. F should be before G. Here F and G are on the same day, that is not allowed. Here F is before G, that is okay. Here F is before G, that is okay. F is also before G. Now H cannot be a part of a joint session. Here H is a part of a joint session, that is not allowed. Here H is in a single session, that is okay. Here also H is in a single session. Then I, J in this order. So here you have I and J, that is okay. Here I and J is not there. Here it is I and G, that is not allowed. It should be I and J. So E can also be eliminated. So the only possible answer is option D. If H's lesson is scheduled for Wednesday, I's lesson must be scheduled for which day? So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. H's lesson is scheduled for Wednesday. So H is here. Now as per this rule, it should be I and J in consecutive days in this order. So it can be I and J like this, or it can be I and J like this. So it can be I and J, it can be like this, or it can be I and J like this. So I can be either on Monday or on Thursday. So either Monday or Thursday. So option B, Monday or Thursday is the right answer. If a joint lesson for F and I is to be scheduled as late as is possible in the week, then it should be on which day? So you have Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So there is a joint lesson for F and I. Now after I there should be J. So obviously it cannot be F and I here because J should be after I and there is no space for J. So let us try if it can be Thursday. Friday is not possible. So let us try if F and I can have a joint lesson on Thursday. So if it is F and I like this, after I there should be J. So J should be on Friday. Then as per this condition, after F there should be G. So on this day there should be G also. But here you can see that the joint lessons are done on consecutive days. That is not allowed. 2 days will have joint lessons and they cannot be on consecutive days. So if F and I is on Thursday, then Friday we will also have a joint lesson and that is not possible. So F and I cannot be on Thursday. This is not possible. So next let us try f and I here. Now I is here, and after I there should be j. So j can be kept here, and after f there has to be g. So g can be kept here. So definitely this is possible. So if the joint lesson for f and I is scheduled as late as is possible, then it can be kept on Wednesday. So option C, Wednesday, is the right answer. If a joint lesson for G and J is scheduled earlier in the week than a joint lesson for K and L, for which day must H's lesson be scheduled? So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Now we have a joint lesson for G and J, and this should be earlier in the week than the joint lesson for K and L. Now two conditions are there, I and J in this order. So if G and J is there, in the previous day there should be I. Then the other condition is that F should be before G. And also I and F cannot have a joint lesson, because we cannot have three joint lessons. We have one joint lesson using G and J and another joint lesson using K and L. So only two joint lessons are there. So satisfying these conditions, I has to be here so that G and J are here, so that I and J are in this order, and also F has to be before G, so F has to be here. F and I cannot be merged into one lesson because there are only two joint lessons. Now the other joint lesson is K and L, and the two joint lessons cannot be on consecutive days. So K and L cannot be here, so K and L have to be here. Now let us look at the position of H. If H is here, it will be F and H, and it will be a joint session, and that is not allowed. H cannot be a part of a joint lesson. Similarly, H cannot be here. H cannot be here, it will be three people. Similarly, H cannot be here. The only way out is H has to be here. So H should be on Thursday. So option D, Thursday, is the right answer. If the two joint lessons are scheduled for as early in the week as possible, and I's and J's lessons for as late in the week as possible, L could be given his lesson with whom? So these are the days, and finally Friday also. Now the two joint lessons should be scheduled as early as is possible. So we'll have one joint session here and another joint session here. They cannot be conducted on consecutive days. Then I's and J's lessons as late as is possible. I and J in this order. So it should be I and J. Now H cannot be a part of a joint session. H cannot be here, H cannot be here, H cannot be here and here either. Because if H is here, then this will be a joint session. That is not allowed. Similarly, H cannot be here. So only way out is H has to be here. Now the other condition is that F has to be before G. So here you have F and here you have G. Now what we need to find out is L could be given his lesson with whom. So L can be either here or here. So L can be either with F or with G. So either with F or with G. F is not there, so the one possible answer is with G. So option A, G, is the right answer.